Hello, Witchers, and welcome back to another episode of the Let's Play series. I'm your host, Darkside, and today I am getting into my final preparations to begin the mission final preparations. So, part of that being is that I want to finish crafting some gear that even though I may not get to use, I kind of want it in my inventory slot just in case, in the course of completing the quest that I do get to use it. Basically, from that, I mean, I want to be able to have my mastercrafted. I want to have my mastercrafted Ursine armor, my mastercrafted Ursine swords and silver and steel sword, and I want those to be available to me if and when I reach level 30. When I think that's the level that you can have them. I already have the mastercrafted feline armor and the mastercrafted feline sword, so I'll be using those regardless. Like I'm using these right now. So what this entails basically is, in order to this is kind of a walkthrough in order to create these armor pieces. So for instance, in order to create the mastercrafted Ursine boots, it doesn't really require much. It doesn't really require much in a specialty way to create a lot of things. It just seems to come down to the most of the things you should have, and I'm going to kind of go over really quickly some items that you probably should be looking for from the vendors, or from breaking down your components that you should have in stock if you're looking at the alchemy system and creating glyphs, runes, or so forth. So for instance, monster carapaces aren't something that you just normally pick up in the game. They seem to be a rarity type, so you want to make sure that in order to get these monster carapaces, you're going to have to do some dismantling. And pretty much dismantling that you're going to need to do for those is going to be from, and I'll show you where those are, but they're going to be from wyvern hides, forktail hides, things of those natures. Those contract monsters that you normally go out to beat, their hides will generally get you that monster carapace. One other at one other note to be had about these, because all the rest of the items, they don't really, like I said, they don't really require anything special. They just require that you have certain items. Even the newest gear set, the woven stuff, it doesn't really require anything special that you might not be running across in the pursuit of the normal quest line of the game, or just running around. You probably, at this point in the game, if you're level 30 and so forth, probably already have these items in your inventory, even if you don't know you have them and can break them down. So one thing I wanted to point out though is the Griffin Silver Sword. The Ursine Mastercrafted Silver Sword, which requires that you have this alchemy ingredient, which is called Rebis. And that's going to be something that you're going to have to create. There's not like how do you say this? You can't just pick up Rebis. The Rebis isn't going to be something that you pick up anywhere else in the game, other than you're not going to pick up that item. You have to craft it, basically, is what I'm trying to say. And you'll notice it. I have the diagram here. I will go through my videos and I will find out where the Rebis diagram is. I'm hoping a lot of people already have it. Like I said, if you come over to the Peller that's near Black Bough in Velen, Tamira, who is in White Orchard near the Sawmill, Grimace, who is the Master Alchemist in Skellige near the Gwendolaith, or the Druid, the place where you met Ermion, the Druid worship grounds. Those guys will have these items, or they should have some of these items if you haven't run across them in your playthrough. So in order to craft Rebis, we need some items. Like, once again, we need ergot seeds, we need white gull. And so if you look at those items, it's kind of important to have those. So I'm going to just really quickly go inside to the Peller, who's over here in Black Bough. Let me show you that on your map for those people that don't know where he is. Black Bough's right here outside of Crow's Perch, where we did the Bloody Baron quest line. And here it is. He's just due north of there. If you come over to him, I'm going
White
to show you the
wolf,
items that you
wise
probably want to
wolf.
be looking for
What is it the
anytime
wolf
you
needs?
go to any one of these specific characters or any of
Could
the
use a
shop
few
keeps that
potion
you normally have.
ingredients.
Items
Show
that
me
you
what you
probably
got.
should be picking up just as a side, just to be sure. He sells a host of these runes that are really good. I'm gonna grab a couple of runes from him really quickly while I'm in this video because I want them. I want them. I want them. I want them. I'm not worried about my gold, I guess, at this point. Not really concerned about the crowns. If you look at my crowns, I've kind of run through every single quest in the game, pretty much every single one. And I trust me, if you're concerned about if you're concerned at all about these the crowns, don't be. If you run through those, I'm pretty much guaranteeing you'll get them. Uh, Probably want to grab these manuscript pages off them. Like for instance, I don't have the Northern Wind page, but I'll grab one of them off them. I don't even know why they're selling two. I think that was something new too, to be honest with you, because at one point it's okay, it's still doing it. At one point, it would tell you if you already knew the formula, so that way you had it. I don't, yeah. So okay, here goes items. So these lesser rune stones. So okay, pure draconite leather is probably something you're gonna want to pick up, especially if you're interested in crafting all of the gear sets and things like that. Pure draconite leather can be created from hardened leather and chitinous shells, which you can break down from components. But if you want to save time and you're just not interested in farming and stuff like that, or breaking down components, so you can just grab pure draconite leather. The lesser rune stones and the lesser glyphs of infusion are used to create the greater glyphs and so forth in the rune stones that you put. If you're not interested in breaking down components and so forth, grab these when you come over here to when you come to any one of those vendors and they have them, because that's how you're going to craft them. Powdered pearl, another one of those important items. They're going to be used to create a lot of the ingredients that you're going to need. I'm going to grab a couple of them just because. Then that's what I mean by this. Some of these items you want to grab just because. Even if you have the crafting components, you'd be surprised how quickly you'll run out of them, and you're going to want them. This is another component that you're definitely going to want because it's important to crafting your white gold. I would say every time you come in here, just grab all of them. As many as you can. Grab them. Arnaria. You're going to need them. What else is inside here? There's a couple of other things that you're going to want to need, that you're going to want to grab. Mandrake roots and allspice, they are in abundance when you come to herbalists and so forth. I would say grab them and not wait on them because they're cheap and you'll need them. They are part of the crafting components of the game. So I would just say grab them. I'm going to grab quite a few. In patch 1.07, these ingredients don't even add weight to your inventory anymore, apparently. So there's that. What else do we have? What else do we have? I think that's it. Truly. Oh no! I look at that. See, I almost forgot. The other thing that you're gonna want to grab is this item right down here, ergot seeds. You want those, and you want to grab as many as you can. I haven't ran. I've been all over the map, and I have not run into too many ergot seeds. So make sure you grab them. I would say they're important to grab if you are planning on doing alchemy, and I'm gonna show you why. So we grab those. We're good with the
So
color.
long.
And now if we come inside our inventory and go to our alchemy tab, you notice Rebis is down here ready to be created, and we have an important component to crafting Rebis is the ergot seeds. And you notice this the ranagrins, the verbenias, and the mistletoe. You'll pick those up from just randomly running across the world. So the white gull is what we need to make, and that is like crucial to everything. Everything. I have another video up if you look inside the playlist. It's in every single one of my playlists. Skellige, Velen, and Novigrad how to grab these white gull and the albedo diagrams and the importance of these mandrake cordial, Redania herbals, and cherry cordials. Everybody pretty much sells them now after the 1.06 patch, so you probably want to definitely craft those. But if you notice, Arnaria is over there as well, and that's why I said grab that. White gold is highly important. If you just run through a general list of all your ingredients down here, you're going to notice that every single one of them pretty much requires white gold. So if you're interested in crafting these items, then you need to do that. So we're going to go ahead and craft Rebis because I need that in order to craft my sword. I'm going to make another one just because I can. And for some reason, I don't know why it won't allow you to do multiples. I don't know why that is. I think that's stupid that you already have an item inside there, so it just, that's dumb. It really is. Hopefully that's coming for a fix in patch 1.07. That fix won't be out till next week, I believe it is when they officially announced on there. And if you notice this white gull, Superior Blizzard, and all that stuff is being used by that. So it's, if you use those potions, and some of them are going to be necessary in your battle, maybe not necessarily necessary for your battle with Eredin or Ermeleth, but you kind of want to just make sure you have enough of these white gulls able to create, so that way you can create these potions, these items, if you want to. Like I said, they're highly important. You can see they are literally everywhere and in everything. I would literally get probably enough of these and just create every potion that you possibly can, just in case you need them, just in case, because you just don't know. Especially if you're going into this mission right here that I'm at, where it's like, hey, let's finish out the game. You're gonna want to get as many potions as you want to, as you can going. So, and I'm just kind of being a completionist in some of this, so you don't necessarily have to do this, but it, it's good. So all right, so now that we're done with the Peller and we're done with that, I'm going to show you guys. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to craft my Ursine Mastercrafted Sword and show you the importance. Where the hell is this taking me? I hate GPS. It's trying to take me to a completely different place that's like far and a hell away, instead of taking me to the nearest closest one, which is literally right here. I don't know how it figures that item up there is, that waypoint is closer to this one. So like I said, there are about 4 master alchemist herbalists in each area, and you want to make sure you unlock them. Samira is unlocked in your White Orchard quest, and so we're gonna fast travel up here to the Glory Gate, and we're gonna go see Hattori, who everybody at this point should have done this mission already. I'm praying that you have, otherwise there's probably really no reason for you to actually be viewing this video. But he is our master blacksmith, and he's going to be the one that's going to create our swords for us. I also have in my inventory the Mastercrafted Griffin silver and steel swords. Relatively easy. All the Griffin gear is really relatively easy to make. It seems like it's only the Ursine gear set that has some of these special requirements. The feline armor doesn't have any of these special alchemical ingredients inside of them. I'm going to imagine that the Woven set probably does. So once we come over here to Hattori, Iber is what Geralt calls him. You can get him to craft these items for you.
Would you craft something for me?
So I'm gonna get him to craft my Ursine swords and so forth. Let's go up. Here we go. So there we go. Our Ursine steel sword, mastercrafted. Doesn't require really any special components that you wouldn't get from just running around killing monsters. So go ahead, let's craft that one. Alright, so now that's in our inventory and ready to go. What does that say? It says that we'll be able to use that. Oh, look at that. I don't know why I haven't crafted it yet. We're actually able to use it right now. good. Let's see, the woven steel sword. Yeah, see, look at that. It doesn't look like it requires anything. Okay, I'm lying. These you're gonna have to actually probably farm for the monster egg and the siren vocal cord. So yeah, you probably will have to do some kind of farming. But okay, the superior version doesn't seem like it requires anything. So now let's craft our silver sword, which is, I believe, what required the Rebis. Let me see this Mastercrafted woven sword. Okay, so nothing special. You'll get tons of monster hearts. Yeah, nothing special to craft these. So I don't know why the Ursine set has the specialties that needs to be created. So there, why is my Rebis not showing up? Why? Why is Rebis not showing up when I know for God I just crafted Rebis? Alright, so now I gotta leave him.
So long.
What the hell am I doing? So I know I crafted Rebis. So I'm not sure why I got used, but okay. So I'll craft another one because apparently I used it at some point. I missed it. Are you fucking kidding me? Ran out of cherry cordial? Are you fucking serious? Really? Really? Alright, well, I'll show you inside a shop where you can grab these cherry cordials. If you go to the blacksmith, you'll notice like a Tory.
Listen.
Hattori doesn't really sell these items. Cherry cordials and mandrake cordials, these items, the Peller has some of them, but you can get them from most of these shopkeepers now. So like if you, that pisses me off. I could have sworn, I know I had a Rebis inside there. So let's go inventory, world map, excuse me. World map, and not these guys. They don't necessarily, these normal shopkeepers won't necessarily always carry those items. Where you need to go to guarantee that you're going to get them is places like this, the innkeeps. The one I know for sure that carries it, I'm going to show you guys again. It's in my other video for where do I get albedo and all these items, is in Oxenfurt. He carries the, and like I said, you can see those items are important, so that's why I would say grab them as much as you can, as quick as you can, because you'll probably be crafting a lot of white gold if you are into the alchemy in any shape, form, or way. Hopefully the overhaul that's coming to it is going to be really cool. So I know this guy down here carries it for sure. The Oxenfurt Harbor. The shopkeep over here, I think his name is Steven. I don't, Stefishin, something like that is how it's said. I'm not really 100% sure how to say it. I'm imagining it's a Norwegian or Polish name or something like that. But coming over here to him. Where you at, Steven?
His Majesty King Radford is a
there he is, right there.
Oh, I remember.
Yeah, I know you remember me. You can play Gwent with him too. I haven't played any Gwent in this game other than the first required match. So here it goes. The Redanian herbal, they'll usually have multiples of. The Mandrake, Cherry Cordial, those are the ones where you're going to have to be like, do I buy? If you see someone carrying a ton of them, you're going to want to probably buy for them. Like I've gone to a couple of vendors, and for some reason, or the innkeeps, and for some reason or another, they were carrying like, I don't know, anywhere from like 10 to 15 of them, which was weird in and of itself, but hey, they had them, so I wasn't complaining too much about it. I just needed, you need those. Like I said, if you are into crafting, you're gonna need those. So let's go back over here to the Glory Gate, and let's get our item crafted. Irked me. They really do need the overhaul to the alchemy system though, because there's a lot of things that won't work, don't seem to work, and it gets kind of frustrating, especially not being able to have multiple inventory items. Like, who thought that was a good idea?
Might I be of help?
You can only craft one fucking item. Like, what? Oh, what was that about? Oh wait, before we do that,
So long.
I was about to forget to craft my damn alchemy ingredient. Okay, so now we need the Rebis, so we need the white gold. Oh, roll out of white gold. Alright, there goes Rebis. Gotcha. Alright, now we can talk to the Tori.
Greetings, Ibeer.
Greetings, Geralt. How much?
Listen.
Alright, we're almost done with this video. Sorry about it's kind of going longer than I wanted it to. So let's get these Mastercrafted Silver Sword. There it goes. So now we have our Rebis. We have all of our other pieces. So let's go ahead and craft that item. Booyah! There we go. So now we've got our Ursine Steel Sword. So the last bit of video that I'll show you guys is stored. So you can see my Steel Sword has 3 Dazabog runes on them, increasing burn damage. And then oh, there it goes up in the top. And then my Ursine Silver Sword, the Mastercrafted version, has poison on it because I'm already getting bleed damage from... Where am I getting bleed damage from? Can't recall. Oh, I'm getting bleed damage from my fast attack ability. So, beneficial there. So then I want to show you guys the dismantling tree really quickly. So let's take a look at some of his stuff for dismantling for what I meant to you, as far as like, if you go over to your hides, like your necrophage hides, you'll get like the lower level enemies, you'll get monster hides from those, which are important. These items can be broken down, your griffin feathers and so forth, in order to get feathers. And then if you come down to like your higher level monsters, being your like the Endrega monsters and so forth like that, those higher level wyverns and forktails and so forth, those guys will give you breakdowns of the various components for you know, like the monster carapaces and so forth. So that's where you get those items from. And then if you look up, most people probably aren't doing it, but those amethyst dust and things like that, if you want to, go ahead and break down these sapphires, the gems that you get, and break them down. There's no reason to, I haven't found a reason to actually have them. So there you go. That's a quick tutorial on crafting some of these items in game for you guys, if you were unaware or didn't know. Well, hope you guys enjoyed the video and hope to help. Just a little side for a while was going to do my quest. Until next time, have fun.